Hello everyone, I Divya Agarwal welcome you all in this beautiful session. So in this session we're going to be talking about something really important. So we often while preparing for our PTE exam, we overlook the actual exam conditions, the actual circumstances we might have to face. So we are going to have a quick reality check of all the things we need to take care of while preparing. So, without any further ado, let's just quickly get into it. Okay, so we're going to be taking things into account according to the parameters we have. Though, so the first thing we need to take into account is the response and scoring. So we, while preparing for it, often have the luxury, of checking, rereading the prompt again and again according to our pace. We do things, right? We also can have a pause while thinking, but our often usually lies on completing the task rather than on time. We don't, or we rarely have a strict timing with us, but that's not the case with your actual exam. Over there, this is not the reality, guys. Over there you're going to have a proper timer going on. Okay, so every second counts over there in the real exam. Your task response score depends on your ability to process the information instantly. You can't then have a long pause in between. Okay, if you do so, then in the speaking task, your microphone will automatically get closed. That can be the thing. So you need to prepare in the timed conditions, guys. In the timed condition, you need to prepare. Okay. Otherwise, you may lose point over there entirely. So pay attention to that. Next is that oral fluency and the pronunciation. So once you begin practicing for it, right now you maybe are practicing in the quiet room. You're not having any kind of a noise coming out. But over there, this is not the case. With the real exam, you might encounter that you're having the speaking round with other 10 to 15 students. So there can be a chaotic situation occur over there, and you are not actually built accordingly. You're not habitual to this kind of a circumstance. Over there, you might face a difficulty hearing the audio properly and speaking properly, right? So please try to just acquainted, be familiar with this thing that you are preparing in the noise. You're habitual of noise, right? Otherwise you may get distracted by the hubbub around you or the commotion around you happening in the real exam. This can be another problematic situation for you. Then lexical resource, which is vocabularies. So right now you maybe are preparing in a way, that heavily you're using the memorized templates. You're learning words, no doubt you're learning, but then you're just repeating those words, and you're learning maybe the templates, the fixed kind of templates for all the question types. But in the exam, the reality is not the same. Over there the pressure is there. Due to that pressure on our minds, we often tend to repeat things, so repetition can be there, right? And the Pearson AI is sophisticated in this case, overusing the mechanical phrases like the same will be elaborated or as per the information can look like a forced thing. Okay, so to reach a higher band you need to use diverse lexical resource, means the varied vocabulary words you're using, and different for different context. You need to also check the context you're using words, or you need to use words into. So start learning synonyms instead. Try to always learn synonyms. You must have full bucket full of different words, not just one or two word, but there should be different variety of the words present in your mind at that point of time, so that you can win the race. Okay, so this was about vocabulary. Next to it is grammatical range and accuracy. So, what kind of a grammar are you using at that point of time while preparing for it? You maybe are also double checking whether you're writing whatever you've written is correct or not. But then this might be the issue in your real exam. How? Over there, your simple mistake can lead you into trouble. How? Even if you wrote any kind of a spelling mistake, that's going to be completely an incorrect answer. The way if you wrote people like this instead of the correct spelling, or if you just overlooked this, you had no time coming back and to check it, then you might lose the marks, right? So please make sure that you're using appropriately all the words. Plus, you're also rechecking things on your own. So revision is the key, guys. Okay. Next to it is that now the summary of your strengths and weaknesses. Let's get into it now. See, according to the parameters, what all things have we seen so far is that oral fluency here, right now, in practice, your steady pace in silence. You're having, lot much familiarity preparing things in silence. But what if you have noise around you? So you need to prepare accordingly. Okay, that might later cause you hesitation otherwise. Next is grammar. So, complex sentences, structures you're using right now, but the basic subject verb agreement error can cause you into trouble. So, just make sure you're also rechecking things. You're also making sure that you're done with your revision. You've not written any kind of error or spelling mistake. Next is vocabulary, the kinds of words you're using. So over there, maybe right now you're using topic specific terms, but over there at that point of time, you are repeating things. You are using the same kind of templates for all the kind of essay questions or maybe anything, but then try to learn synonyms at this place. Task response, addressing every prompt part right now, right? You're addressing each and every prompts part, but then over there, you might be writing something which is incomplete due to timing, due to the pressure on your head of time. You might write something which is incomplete. You're not addressing the prompt completely. So, how can you overcome these things? Let's discuss those things. So, I have got some final advice for you. So, what are that? Dekho, firstly, simulate the pressure. Okay, what's that? You just need to create that sort of environment in which you're preparing according to the exam like conditions, right? So, when you use sample papers, play classroom noise in the background so that you're adapted to that, you are acquainted, you are familiar with that part. Okay, you're not at all getting distracted by that noise. Next is stop the templates. That means don't just memorize templates. Learn to use lexical in different situations. You must have variety. You must learn synonyms. Then check the basics. Please check. Please make sure that you're also doing the revision. You're not doing like you're going with the flow and not coming back to it. Okay, even the simple things can cause you into trouble. Even the spelling mistake can cause you into trouble. So please make sure that you're writing everything appropriately. Okay. And yes, guys, that's it about today's session. So I hope these are going to be helpful. We might, forget to use appropriate things on place whenever we are preparing. We do it at our own pace with our own, comfort. But at that point of time, in the real exam, in the actual exam, things are pretty much different. So prepare accordingly so that you don't feel anything which is, unique or different to you. You must be familiar, comfortable with the exact exam like format and conditions. So yeah, guys, that's it about today's session. Thank you so much.